Hi, this is Dan at Master Trader, and we're here in the green trading room post FOMC, looking at a couple of possible trades into the close if they close strong. We actually had a lengthy discussion yesterday on Netflix. Here in the bottom left is my daily chart. On the bottom right, weekly, top right, monthly, 15, upper left. Now, I'm going to tell you why we started looking at this, and then I'm going to talk about the other FAANG stocks also. So we're going to get a bias of all FAANG stocks and see which ones are the most tradable, long or short. Yesterday, actually, let me blow this up. Yesterday, one of the subscribers in our green trading room asked whether this was a good iron condor trade. Now, an iron condor pattern is where it's a sideways trend, wide consolidation, but you need very clear, specific reference points of resistance overhead, support below. And then what a short iron condor is we sell out of the money bear call credit spreads over resistance. We sell out of the money bull put credit spreads under support, with the intent that it stays range bound and the total premium we collect is our 100% profit. So we had a lengthy bar by bar discussion yesterday, like 10-minute discussion, just saying that the reason I would not put on an iron condor on this, we never put on iron condors if we favor either the bullish or bearish side, because then that side is going to be the one that's in pain when this breaks out of its consolidation. So I was saying I preferred the bull put credit spread yesterday because I was more bullish on this pattern. Why was I more bullish than neutral? Here's the answer. This was in a downtrend here, greater than 100% retracement, blasted through resistance here, blasted through resistance here. You know, the tails, it stalled, came in, ugly red bar, back to minor support, but then you had 1, 2, 3, 4 inside bars, then broke out, ignoring, no follow through to this ugly red bar. Resistance, resistance, but now I have higher support, higher support. This was what we call a master trader bullish 1, 2, 3 setup, deep into supply. So over the high of this bar was our aggressive entry before it became obvious and took out all these tails. So if this closes strong, there's a price void above. You know, it's also kind of a reverse head and bullish reverse head and shoulders looking thing. Here's your head, right shoulder, left shoulder, but whatever you call it, this is a great bull put credit spread, or even a 1 to 3 day swing trade. It looks like it's going to come up here and test some gap fills. So that looks great. Now let's go back and look at, let me get this guy out of the way. So the weekly is a breakdown failure, and it's breaking out here on the weekly. The monthly's in an uptrend, looks great. This morning you see here on the 15-minute chart is where it broke out. So Netflix is what we call a nice tier 1 setup. It's ready for a trade if it closes strong. Let's take a look at the other FAANG stocks. Amazon broke down here, had lower lows, lower highs, but then it closed with a big bottoming tail, 50% into this daily range, and then took out the high of that bar. It is bullish. That would be for a bull put credit spread that expired this Friday. That would be a no-brainer if you, we were talking about this yesterday actually, but we couldn't get a sufficient net credit because all the strikes were so expensive. And it's also approaching this prior high resistance. So that's not a big enough price void for us. But the weekly is in an uptrend with a bullish engulfing. Monthly's extended, a little hammer bar there, but it's still in a very strong uptrend. Let's continue. Apple. Excuse excuse me, Apple here on the weekly chart is a bullish retracement, bullish engulfing, minor support, which you can see here on the daily. This small bottoming tail was a breakdown, so we call that a downside shakeout. This red bar had no follow through to it. This bar was engulfing, and yesterday it broke out. This looks like a good bull put credit spread candidate also. Facebook. It's just been lagging. I mean, look, this was a professional gap down, and it's just sloppy. It would be okay for a short-term bull put credit spread. You can see buyers are stepping up. This lower low was a new low divergence, we call it. Now it has a higher low. There's a small price void here. You know, it's in an area of support on the weekly, but the monthly is still damaged. But why bother? Why focus on mediocrity when you can focus on these other ones that are much better? Tesla, a mess on the monthly. It bounced off support here on the weekly, and it does have a little price void here. Sloppier, but a bull put credit spread candidate. It's not a directional setup. Finally, Google. This one looks great. Why? This red bar made new lows. See that? Made new lows. Closed. Not deep into this red bar, but it still closed in it, negating the gap. Then yesterday closed deep into the high of this red bar. Today it's clearing that resistance. This is what we call a price void to the left. Because of the fluid move down, there should be little resistance on a smaller time frame, the hourly chart, on the way back up. So that is a bull put credit spread candidate for us also. So that's our review of the FAANG stocks for September 26, 2:44 p.m. Come visit us in the Master Trader Green Room, a 3-day free trial, mastertrader.com/green trial. Happy trading, everyone.